Hey there guys. So I left off with the last video with the Sears tractor, the custom one. I was supposed to do some off-road scenes. I ended up hurting my back and we got a lot of rain, so in between all that I never really got to drive it a whole lot. So I've been still working either way, I've been tinkering with this because winter is coming, and I'd rather get this done sooner rather than later. So I started off with this. I made my own custom U-joint that goes from Gravely to Bolens, and you know, it worked out, and it fit on the front PTO, and I lined the snowblower up and squared everything up, and just gravity was kind of keeping it there, and I turned the PTO on and I got really excited because, you know, everything was working, just so I thought. And you know, I turned it off and had the PTO off before I turned the engine off, so everything was still freewheeling after the engine had shut down. So I went around the front and realized that the impeller is spinning the wrong way and the augers are going out. Both of them are screwing out and the impeller was going the wrong way. So that's a problem. That now means I'm not done here. I really got to get creative. The battery is dead too, so it's on charge right now. Anyway, PTO is spinning the wrong way. So what we got for PTO is, well, there's the engine crank pulley. There's two belts run down and they come down to this guy, which, you know, is the spline shaft for your rear or mid hookup, and then your front. That's really all it is. To engage and disengage, it just tensions on those belts, and you have a little bit of up and down movement here for adjustment on those bolts. So like, that's pretty much stock Bolens for the tube frames. So I got to get this to spin in reverse direction. And I'm thinking and thinking, how am I going to make this work, right? So I go into the back of where I have my stash of old used parts and stuff, and came across this reverse box. This specifically came off an old Sears snowblower attachment. Either way, I'm not using the snowblower on either of my Sears tractors, because this is going to be the snowblower. So either way, it's a reduction set, and I actually needed the reduction anyways because the blower was spinning way fast. It would lug the motor down just too much and it wouldn't be effective, because I watched videos on the Gravely's with the snowblowers attached, and they're full RPM, they're spinning, you know, pretty decent. With direct hookup to this, when I was spinning backwards, it was spinning like pretty well excessive. It was too much. So having this reduction in here might actually benefit me, and it'll help me get the reverse rotation. So I'm currently cleaning it out because it was in unknown condition, and it came off a snowblower that was also in unknown condition. So got the bearings just kind of soaking right now, and still not wanting to free up. I had a hard time getting the shafts out. Everything was just like there was moisture in this case. So that's why I give it a good cleaning and scrubbing and the parts wash, and just gonna keep cleaning it and soaking it. If I have to, I'll have to replace all the bearings. There's 4 and they're identical, and there should be 2 seals that should be identical on the outside portion. So either way, this is my game plan. When it's all in one piece, it's gonna look something like that. Making a mess of all my stuff, but so you're gonna have the input come in. No, I gotta think about this for a minute. Either way, you want the output to be the slower side of the two. So high speed goes in, low speed comes out, and then it hooks to the snowblower attachment. I've still yet to figure out how exactly I'm going to make this fit underneath the tractor. I mean, I got these pieces and I got a sprocket, and I was thinking of doing something, and like this is another bolens shaft, and I'm just playing with some ideas here and how to mount it and how to get it in there. I took apart an old garage door opener and ended up with a lot of goodies, actually. It was thrown in the garbage. Figures, I guess the motor, the electric portion was burnt, so they threw out the rest. It was a whole bunch of reductions and bearings and all these little collars and chains and different things. You know, I'm not going to use it as a garage door opener, but hey, it saves me money trying to make my own bits and pieces. And I scored at a garage sale of all places. Started talking with the guy about what I do and hobby wise, and he did the same thing for a while. He had this drive shaft bits and all these bits for my custom drive shaft I ended up making, and he had the Gravely half, which, you know, that's a pretty rare piece to find this. Like, I don't know, I went online on eBay, and I was not about to spend that much money on one little piece of my project. So, I don't know, I got really lucky there. That's the legit Gravely piece with now a custom bolens receiver end. So, and I got that gearbox for a mower deck and a couple other little bits and pieces and stuff. That's actually a PTO for a different machine of sorts. I don't know what that's from, but that was thrown in. Pretty much got everything for $100. So, like, I'm not gonna complain. I got all these pieces, the Gravely bits, all that. So, sometimes you never know what you're gonna find at garage sales. So anyway, this is on the operating bench, so to speak, because it's got to be cleaned up, serviced, gone through. The gasket was shot, so I scraped and cleaned it up, used my little scraper guy, and actually wear safety glasses. This is why I wear safety glasses. Little itty bitty piece broke off, and yeah, it went flying. I don't even know where it landed, but safety glasses are needed with this stuff. Even when you're using certain sprays, so you don't know if it comes out, you know. Normally you look at where it comes out first, but even it can shoot back at you and get you in the face. So, oh, and another note, brass hammers are good for this kind of deal. This is what you want to use, brass, for these shafts. You don't want to mar them up, especially with the needle bearings. So, either way, this is just a little update, so that way at least you guys get the idea of what I'm trying to accomplish. Oh, and my little homemade thing, I was getting tired of trying to get underneath, so kind of cobbled this together. I kind of left that out of the video, but I guess I'll show you. It's not much, but hey, it works. So either way, till the next time, guys, I'll show you what I come up with here. I'm gonna get creative, so you'll see in the next video. Until the next time, have a good one. Take care.